like it might be another stormy day. Last night we found the Hexabus again, or more like it found us on purpose because we were both going to the same place. But we came to this really beautiful viewpoint where typically you'd be able to see the Alps really clearly, but we had kind of terrible visibility. You could still see them a little bit early on. But it was really beautiful. It was a good spot. It was very windy overnight though, so I didn't sleep great. But here, I'm alive. And I'm like 2.5 kilometers from a small town. I'm gonna pick up a snack and then camp tonight at a campground like another, I don't know, 22 kilometers further. And I'm gonna hope that it doesn't rain on me all day. We'll see. Sort of like right where I need to be, aren't you? Where should we see? You can't really see them, but those mountains out there are big. We did it. Yeah. Denny! We made it. Okay, so the most ridiculous things. I was out getting my groceries. I'd set up my tent, put everything inside my tent. The sky was blue, sun was shining, beautiful, no problem. I go get groceries and then the wind starts to really pick up and we're like, oh, weird. Like, I put my tent up, okay. And it's like, it's in a campground full of all our friends, like it'll be fine. And then it starts like really blowing and it's like blowing umbrellas and people are running out of the streets and we're like, oh crap. So we're like, run back to the campground. By the time I get there, my tent has blown into like a wire mesh basically, and it just shredded it to pieces pretty much. So yeah, the tent has just thousands of holes in it. And all my stuff was wet, and it is supposed to be like an actual like storm warning that's happening, but none of us have like Swiss service, so we didn't know. So there's like an actual like they sent the kids home from school early, and there's like this crazy windstorm, and it's like, I don't know, 100+ kilometer winds, and it's pouring rain. And luckily the people at the campground are super nice, and there's like a community like common room basically that's like one of those kind of wedding tents, like the big thick canvas ones. That has like a fridge and power and stuff, and so they pulled out like a mattress and put it on the floor in there for me so that I can sleep somewhere because my tent is destroyed. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet. I don't think it's supposed to rain more, so I'm hoping I can just do the 2 more nights until I hit the end of stage 1, and then I'm in town and I can, I guess, look for a new tent. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a bit mental. Yeah, super exciting.
Sounds weird when the English person says that.
I don't know what happened, but all 3 of us are very sick. Elliot and Denny were sick yesterday afternoon, and I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. And then I was like, oh, I guess I don't have it. And then like 9 o'clock rolled around and I spent all night throwing up and I feel like garbage. So I think the plan today is to actually just sleep all day at this campground. So because I can't hike. My whole body hurts and I'm so dehydrated, and yeah, I feel terrible. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna just have to take a day off because I don't think I can hike. I'm so sad. I look like a sweaty disaster. That's cool. I've just been laying in bed for the last like 5 hours, trying to kind of sleep. It's very hot outside, so it's a little challenging, but it's necessary. So now I'm trying to eat some food, or like, I don't know, get this protein drink because that seemed easy to eat. We shall see. Okay, so I basically just spent the whole day laying around outside, inside, just laying down, trying to eat a little bit of food and rehydrate, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So hopefully by tomorrow everything will be fine, but regardless, I have to hike, so yeah, it really doesn't matter how I feel tomorrow. I will be hiking either way. So there's an option for 20 kilometers and there's an option for 27, so I'll see how I feel. But I'm still just like on the floor in this like common space. My poor tent, I'm so sad about it. I could put it up, but it's like, I don't know, I'm just here. Turns out I'm like emotionally attached to my tent. It's like my second home. I'm really sad about it. And it's also definitely not in the budget to like buy a new friggin' tent on this trip, but I have a plan, I think. So I've just got a couple more days of hiking and then I will reach a town, because I'll finish stage 1 and get to a town and then carry on. But basically, yeah, I'm just gonna try and get a little bit of sleep, even though it's super bright outside. And see if tomorrow is a better day. It's faint, but you can see it. Whee! Oh, yep. I am back on trail after a day of fever and vomiting. That was super fun. And it's really hard. So far it's been like 15 kilometers of straight climbing, and my legs feel a little bit like Jell-O, so it's a tough one today. But I'm gonna take lunch soon, and that should help. But yeah, no, today I am on the struggle bus for real. Whew, it's rough. It's the best lunch spot yet. literally just self-serve cheese. Go check it out. Let's see. Oh my god, it's really just a fridge with cheese in it. And eggs. How cute. Our little group of hikers was now just down to 2. Elliot had to leave because he was trying to finish stage 1 in the next couple of days because he got a call about a really cool job, so he was actually not going to continue hiking after stage 1. And the Hexabus, of course, had to go find other hikers to do trail magic for, since they couldn't just follow us around for the rest of the trail. I was the last one in the group to get sick, and so it meant that my sickness lasted into the next day. So luckily Denny stayed behind, so the 2 of us hiked together for the rest of stage 1, and I figured I would see the rest of my hiker friends up the trail. It's been really different than the PCT in this way, in that there are so few Hexatrekkers out here that it's actually pretty rare to meet anyone else doing the Hexatrek. I'm surprised I've even run into the 6 or so hikers that I have so far. We found a good flat spot just off the trail and pretty close to a hotel/restaurant that had some Wi-Fi. So we made sure we got the password before they closed so that we could use a little bit of the service while they were after hours. Since none of us had Swiss service, it was nice to be able to get in touch with our families and say hello and then spend the night at camp. We found a pretty good little campsite just off the side of the road. Got benches, some firewood and a fire ring, but I don't have enough water to be bothered to make a fire. Plus then everything smells like smoke, but it's nice in theory. Tonight was pretty low-key. Just made dinner, and then I crawled in my tent and watched a couple episodes of Grace and Frankie, and now I'm going to sleep. That's it. Yeah, right? Excuse me, sir. Aww. Hello. It seems crazy that we're going to be over there in like a couple days. It's bizarre. Probably said this already, but it is the last full day of hiking of section 1, or stage 1. We're just going to do like 30 kilometers today, and tomorrow will just be like 15 into town. We'll take the boat across back to France, and it'll be done. But so far today, the first like 16 kilometers of today are basically just these kind of rolling hills through the fields, which is really pretty and nice. Because then after lunch, we gotta climb up again, and then tomorrow it's basically all downhill to town. So pretty chill way to end stage 1. It's been really beautiful so far. I have really enjoyed this stage. I didn't really have any expectations. I didn't want to spoil the surprise. And I have been very, very pleasantly surprised at basically every point. Bring it on. Yeah, we're going up there. Getting closer. That's a lot of climbing. Whew. Listen to this. Just look at their little tails wagging. I don't know what they're so excited about, but it's so funny. And their ears flapping and their tails going. It's probably just for flies, but they look so cute. We are just all the way up there somewhere. Oh, there's the ball. Yeah, way up there. And now we're all the way down here. It just takes no time at all to come down after you climb up all that, all the way to the top. It's great.
The last morning of stage 1.
That's pretty cool. All the way up there. It's probably better than like dirty hose water, huh?
Can't believe someone left it here.
Oh.
It's like a new book.
An advertisement. Okay, I am officially finished stage 1. This is the port. I'm about to figure out how to go get on a ferry across back to France. There's one leaving right now, but I don't know where it's going. That's it. 670 kilometers completed. All done.
Would like this, like a knife and necklace and wristband, really like maybe a bit more early.
This is Michael. Back in France, which is actually really nice because generally speaking things don't cost an arm and a leg and a kidney here. Switzerland was a very expensive part of the trail. But yeah, now I am headed to Tonon de Bay. Now I'm headed to Tonon something. And there's a campground there, and there's also a couple of camp stores. There's a Decathlon and a camper something, and I will go check those out, see if they have some patches and things. I'm gonna try and repair my tent. It has like 1,000 small holes, but I think if I use enough patches I can fix it, because I just really like my tent. We've been through a lot together, you know. I would hate to see the end of it now. But it's like, yeah, 16 kilometers to this campground or something, which makes it a kind of a long day, but we'll see how it goes. I might take some public transit to the actual store since it's an off trail. Save my legs a little. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I feel really good about finishing stage 1. It was really fun. It's beautiful, and I'm quite proud of myself. I feel like it's, you know, on this trail, yeah, it's only like, you know, a quarter of it, but in the grand scheme of things, it's quite an accomplishment to hike almost 700 kilometers. It's pretty dang cool. Especially, you know, in a foreign country on a brand new trail. I think that's pretty cool. And I feel quite good about it. And I am very excited and like a sprinkling of nerves to start the Alps in a couple of days. It's going to be very challenging, but also very beautiful and something, again, completely unique and different. And it's going to be great. I really just wanted to jump into that lake, but it's super dirty, so oh well. Here's a bowl full of cheese and fries. I found a much better beach to sit in the shade at. Oh, I am so hot and tired today. This was like a really long 17 kilometers just like through the city and like on the pavement on the side of the highway, and then like ugh. Yeah, it's been a really long day. I kind of almost forgot that I already hiked like 15 kilometers this morning to get to the ferry. Sort of like I got to the ferry so early that my day just felt like it restarted. But now I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's been a really long day. But I'm pretty sure the plan is to still take a 0 tomorrow, which will be good because today ended up being like a 32 kilometer day for like no reason at all. Oh yeah, no, it has to be a 0. I gotta go do camp store stuff, but
You're ultra heavy, guys. Yeah.
okay. Definitely not the nicest shower. It's like, oh, it's like pretty gross. There's some creatures living in here, so that's okay. This is the first day. So this is the last day of stage 1 and the first day of stage 2. So I'm now 17 kilometers into stage 2. It is also the first day I've stayed up late enough to use my headlamp. It's past 10 o'clock, which I'm not sure has happened yet. I am always asleep by 10 o'clock, so there you go. But we're in a kind of, honestly not that great of a campground. It's like, they put us in the sticks in the back, and it's like crappy grass and whatever. But it's fine. But we're gonna take a 0 tomorrow, so I think we're gonna switch to a better campground that will be a little more relaxing and nice to hang out at for the day, because this is not very nice. But yeah, tomorrow's just a town day. I'm gonna fix my tent, I'm gonna get more fuel, resupply, and then start the Alps. So, see how that goes.